Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing today, man? How are you guys doing today? Hey, this is Gregory Wiles coming live to you from Houston, Texas, with this inspirational morning talk. For first-time listeners, I just come on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8:45 a.m. Central Time. You can calculate what time zone are you in. But yes, a beautiful day. If you notice now today, our weather changed. We're now trying to creep out to the 40s. We're just about 47 today, 47 degrees, trying to creep out to the 40s and go high about late 60s. So our weather's changing. Our weather's changing like most people around the world, but our winters are just most of those cold places, fall and spring. So we enjoy some good winters here. Winters is not a big deal for us. But anyhow, I'm going to get into this word today. I'm going to do a quick little word of motivation. Not going to be long. I'm going to do a quick little word of motivation today and let you guys go your way. Just a quick word of motivation. We want to talk about happiness. You want to talk about happiness. I talked about this about more than a year and a half ago. I think it's time to revisit it because I see a lot of people make the mistake of not being happy, right? They're not happy, and we want to revisit this and talk about what happiness really is. First, let's look at the dictionary definition of being happy. Dictionary definition says a state of well-being and contentment. A state of well-being and contentment. A pleasurable or satisfying experience. A pleasurable or satisfying experience, right? And let's look at a few quotes here. They say happiness is a conscious choice, not an automatic response. It's a conscious choice. It's a conscious choice. That means it's something you can choose to do. You choose to be happy. Yes, you can choose to be happy. The next one here. A happy person is not a person in a certain set of circumstances, but rather a person with a certain set of attitudes, as by Hugh Downs. It's not your circumstances that are going to make you happy. It's your attitude is what's going to make you happy. It's not your circumstances, because a whole lot of people got a whole lot of money or whatever, and they're still unhappy. And they're still unhappy. So it's not your circumstances around you that make you happy, but your attitude is what's going to make you happy, right? Happiness is an inside job. I love the one by Wally Famous Amos. Happiness is an inside job. Inside job. Jillian, good morning. Mr. Allen, doing good morning. How are you guys doing? But happiness says an inside job. I love the one. The next one that I like a lot is happiness is looking at all the good and bad around in any given moment. So happiness is looking at the good and the bad around in any given moment, both within us and around us, and then choosing to focus on the good. So it's a look at your situation, look at the good and the bad, and choose to focus on the good. Choose to focus on the good, right? I like that one. Then it is not how much we have, but how much we enjoy that makes us happy. It's not much how much we have, it's how much we enjoy that makes us happy. Not much how much we have, it's how much we enjoy, right? And this one is the one I like to live by. Do not let your happiness depend on something you may lose. Do not let your happiness depend on something you may lose, right? So it's saying, do not let your happiness depend on what you can lose. You can lose money. You can lose the job. You can lose the house. You can lose the car. You can lose loved ones. So do not let your happiness depend on something that you may lose, right? And that's the thing where we make a lot of mistakes, right? We let it depend. We let the whole source of our happiness be depend on something that we may lose. So guess what happens when you lose that something? You put yourself in a funk. Michael McKenna. Kenan, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? So do not let your happiness depend on something that you may lose, because you know this, guys. You know, if you're dependent on something, if your car is the happiness, that's what make me happy, Mr. Bristol. Good morning, how are you doing? If your car is what make you happy and you lose the car, what happened? If my house, the big fancy house I got, that's what make me happy, that's the source of my happiness, and you lose that, then what you got? You're sad, you're depressed. If the big job that you're making a lot of money on, that's the source of your happiness, and you lose the job, then what? You're sad, right? So that's what it's saying. It's saying, do not let your happiness depend on something that you may lose, right? Because money, I see a lot of people have money, especially people who come up without money. They're stressed out that they don't have money. They're happy. When I get money, I'm going to be happy. When I get 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, then I'm going to be happy. When they get 5 million, like, you know what, this is not enough. I need 10 million. That's going to make me happy. And then you need 20. Anyhow, then when they got the millions now they can't sleep at night. A lot of those people confess that. Now, the worry now is they don't want to go back being broke. So the worry when they didn't have the money and they stress themselves out, not happy. Now when they get it, they're not happy because they're afraid if they lose it and they don't want to go back. So they're never happy, right? You're never happy. So happiness is a choice. We got to choose to be happy, right? That's why Matthew 6, 20, 25, 27 saying, that's why God saying, therefore I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, or about what, or your body, what you will put on. Is not life more than food and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air, for they neither sow nor reap nor gather in barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Which of you by worrying can add a single, like this one said, cubic to his stature? Right? So I'm saying happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Remember the story about the blind man in the nursing home. He lost his sight and he was in this nursing home and he was so depressed. He's so unhappy because he loses sight. Remember what is saying, do not let your happiness depend on something that you may lose, right? So he lost his sight and was happy. And the next guy in the nursing home, next older gentleman in the nursing home, used to come every day and cheer him up. The man would come in the room and open his curtains in his room and describe the day. Oh, it's a beautiful, if it's summertime, it's a beautiful summer day. Look, all the little animals, the grass is so nice and green, and the animals rabbits are hopping around, and the birds are singing beautiful tunes. And every day, if it's winter time, out the window, the snow is, and he described all these beautiful scenes every day and cheer up his friend. Every day he would come and do that, and he'd look forward for this guy coming every day and cheering him up with all these beautiful scenes outside his window, right? And one day, about a week passed, and the gentleman didn't come, and he asked the nurse, he said, what happened to my friend, man? He used to come every day and cheer me up. She said, the nurse said, who, the blind man? He said, no, not the blind man. She said, yes, the guy is blind. He was blind for years. He was in this nursing home, and he was blind. He said, the guy was blind? The nurse said, yes, he was blind. Then it hit him. Then it hit him that this guy was blind just like him, but this guy used to come and cheer him up. Then he realized what a gift the guy gave him and what a gift his blindness was, that he can make the world whatever he want to make it. He could get up every morning and decide what scene he wants to see outside his window. Then he realized happiness is that choice. Then he realized he can make the world whatever he want to make it. He can have the scene. He can look through his window every morning and see whatever beautiful scenery he wants to see. So I'm asking you now, when you look through your window this morning, what scene did you see? Remember the next scene saying, look at the good and the bad around you, but choose to focus on the good. Choose to focus on the good, right? Happiness is a choice. So just like this blind man, he realized he was so unhappy after he lost his sight. Now he realized his blindness is a gift, because the choice is his, whether he wants to see the world, however he wants to see the world now. So I'm telling you, make the choice to see this world great. Yes, we're going to be going through stress. Yes, we're going to be going through a lot of stuff, but we could choose to be happy in the circumstances you're in right now. Proverbs 17:22 said, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. And the NLT translation said, a cheerful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit saps a person's strength. So choose to be happy, guys. Happiness is an inside job, it's a choice. You could be happy with what you have right now, even though everything around you look like it's collapsing. If you can listen to this video, you got reason to be happy. The other woman at her job, she was so unhappy with her job. She don't even want to go to this job. This job stress her out. She want to leave this job and she's going to quit. And everybody is so ungrateful. Everybody's so nasty at this job. Everybody, this job. And she went to the motivational speaker and he tell her, man, look, write down a few things about this job that you like. She said, that's easy because I don't like nothing about this job. I don't hate everything about this job, so I didn't even have to write it down. I could tell you. He said, okay, let me ask you this. Do you get a vacation at your job? She said, yes. He said, you don't like vacations? Yes, well, I like vacations, yeah. He said, you don't get the salary every month? He said, yes. He said, you don't like being paid? You want to work for free? He said, no, I like being paid. Of course, I like being paid. Then he said, so you don't have a 401k at your job? He said, yes. He said, you don't like 401ks? He said, yeah, I ain't saying that. He said, okay. You have a medical plan at your job? If you're sick now, could you go to the doctor? She said, yes. He said, you don't like having a medical? Yes. The man said, well, you see how much things about the job that you like? You see how much things about the job that you like? You see, she was focusing on all the negative things. The man said, you don't go, the company don't send you on training seminars to improve yourself? She said, yes. He said, that's why I'm here today. He said, you don't like that? You don't like improving yourself? You want to be stagnant? He said, no, yes. He said, I like that. Then the light bulb still going off. He said, okay, you go home, write all the things about the job that you like and the things that you hate about the job. And you get up every morning, look in the mirror and read out the things about the job that you like. Read it out about the things of the job that you like. Make all the little things that you're overlooking. He said the job is not is how far away from your house. It's just within a couple miles away from your house. She said, yes. He said, you like traveling far to go to your job? She said, no. And then she write down all these things and go in front of her mirror every day. 6 months after he saw her, long story short, 6 months after he saw her, and she said, she come up to him, man, you wouldn't believe how much those people at the job change. Everything is so beautiful now. It's so perfect. Those people have changed. I'm so happy when I walk in there. Everybody's saying good morning and everybody's so happy and cheerful. Man, thank you. Thank you. Those people have really changed. And she smiled because she knows she was being sarcastic. Because she's the only person that changed. The job didn't change. Nothing. The people was the same there. But she just had a different outlook of life right now. She started focusing on the positive instead of the negative, and the world became a better place. So I'm asking you to do the same today. The thing where you're stressed out about, the situation we're stressed about, look, you can see, you can smell, you can taste, you can walk, you can listen to this video. You got a lot of things to be thankful and happy about. Don't worry about the things that you don't have. Yes, God said, I know you need them. He said he know you need them. He said, I know you need them. But that's why he said in Matthew 6:33, seek me first, the kingdom and his righteousness, and then everything else can add it on to thee, right? He said, if you focus on me, remember the saying, don't let your happiness depend on something that you may lose. You can never lose him. You're going to never lose him. So if you put your happiness, the source of your happiness in him, you're going to always be happy, man. You're going to always be happy. Guys, I'm going to leave that there. Just a reminder, man. Happiness is an inside job. You change your attitude and your outlook towards life, the whole world going to look different to you. The whole world is going to look different, right? Have a great day, and we'll talk again on Friday, man. Thank you guys for checking in. Thank you, Mr. Bristol. Thank you for your support. All right. Goodbye.